Hello traders, this is Dr. Zain Agha from zwinner.com. Here are my recommendations to trade the news during the week starting 4th of December until the 8th of December 2023. But first the disclaimer. Forex trading carries high risk. Do not trade with the money you cannot afford to lose. This is for educational purpose only. I am not a financial advisor, therefore I will not be held responsible for any loss incurred. Please trade on a demo account first until you are confident. On Monday, the 4th of December at 7:30 a.m. London time, we have from Switzerland, we have the Consumer Price Index monthly one coming out, expected to come out at 0.0% as against 0.1% previous. If it comes out in a negative figure, then you need to sell the Swiss franc. If it comes more than 0.2%, then you need to buy the Swiss franc. Then on Tuesday, the 5th of December at 3:30 a.m. London time, we have the interest rate coming out of Australia. It's expected to remain the same as previous, 4.35%. If the interest rate is raised to 4.5% or more, then you need to buy the Australian dollar. If the interest rate is reduced to 4.25% or less, then you need to sell the Australian dollar. And then at 3 p.m. from USA, we have the ISM Services PMI. Now it's expected to come out much better than the previous at 52.5 as against 51.8. If it comes out less than 50, then you need to sell the US dollar. If it comes out more than 54, then you need to buy the US dollar. On Wednesday, the 6th of December at 12:30 a.m., we have the GDP quarterly coming out of Australia. It's expected to be the same as previous at 0.4%, and if it comes out more than 0.6%, then buy the Australian dollar. If it comes out less than 0.3%, then you need to sell the Australian dollar. And then at 11 o'clock, Bank of England's Governor, Bailey, he speaks, and you can listen to the Bloomberg radio, what he's saying, and act accordingly. Then at 1:15 p.m., we have the ADP, Non Farm Employment Change coming out of USA, expected to come out much better than previous at 120K. The previous was 113K. But the serious traders have an eye on the non-farm employment change, which is going to come out after 2 days on Friday, the 8th of December. But if the figures come out, there's a lot of difference. For example, if it comes out more than 135K, then you need to buy the US dollar. If it comes out less than 100K, then you need to sell the US dollar. And then we have at 3 p.m., same day, Wednesday the 6th of December, we have the interest rate coming out of Canada. Now it's expected to be the same as previous at 5%. If there's a change in the interest rate, if the interest rate is increased to 5.25% or more, in that case you need to buy the Canadian dollar. If the interest rate is reduced to 4.75% or less, then you need to sell the Canadian dollar. Then on Thursday, the 7th of December at 1:30 p.m. London time, we have the unemployment claims coming out of USA. Now it's expected to be much more than the previous. The previous one was 218K. I expect it to come out 221K. Now if the unemployment claims come out more than 225K, then you need to sell the US dollar. If the unemployment claim comes to 200K, then you need to buy the US dollar. And then on Friday, the 8th of December at 1:30 p.m., we have the most important news, which is from USA, the non-farm employment change. It's expected to be much higher than the previous at 185 as against 150K previous. So if it comes out at 190K or more, then you need to buy the US dollar. If it comes out less than 140K, then you need to sell the US dollar. And at the same time, keep an eye on the unemployment rate, which is expected to be the same as previous at 3.9%. If there's a clash, if the unemployment rate goes higher than 4%, and that is not good for the US dollar. If it goes less than 3.5%, that's much better for the US dollar. So keep an eye, and if there's a clash, then don't trade. And then at 3 p.m., you have from the University of Michigan, from USA, you have the consumer sentiments coming out, expected to be higher than the previous. The previous one was 61.3 and is expected to be 62. If it comes out at 63 or more, then you need to buy the US dollar. If it comes out less than 60, then you need to sell the US dollar. Now, other than that, we don't have any other news. So I hope you will make good money. Please do share this news with your friends and colleagues, and do subscribe to my channel if you haven't so far. Take care. Wish you all the best. Bye-bye.